Dumelang, Absheni, Sanbonani. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my Voice is Power talk show. Again, as I promised last week, I'm going to invite this incredible woman. Thank you so much for coming back. And I hope the viewers are excited to see you here today because you were just so fluent last week. And I just believe that you can give more information so that they can learn more from you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know that last week, the last words was like everybody has to be focused, everyone has to be serious about what they're doing, persevere. I'm saying it in my own way. And they also have to learn and understand. But when you are sitting here, what will you tell the viewers out there? What it takes for that your voice is power in the real space? How do you say my voice is power? How did your voice become powerful in the real space?
All right. As the saying, action speaks louder than words. Mm. So your actions in whatever you do, your trade, they leave a trail. So in this space of rail, most of the things are happening on actuals, not mostly on boardrooms. Things have to be done more than things have to be discussed. Mm. When something breaks, it needs to be fixed. It's normally not going to be fixed by, let's say, because now it's broken, let's go to the boardroom. It has to be physically be fixed. Mm. So your actions should speak louder than the action in this environment. You speak less, you do more. Mm. That is how my voice has become power in this industry.
Wow. You speak less and do more. That is the mode in the rail industry. And also it's an operation where the production, it has to be quick. Everybody wants things now. No one wants to wait. If they gave you order to manufacture, let me say, for example, 10 locomotives, they expect you to deliver them not in 10 years. Even though you can tell them I can deliver them in 7 years, because it takes 8 to 12 months to manufacture the locomotive. And also, if the parts availability are available, because sometimes you find that they don't find the parts. In this industry, it's very, very, very difficult. The supply chain of the parts is very difficult. We see now in Transnet, most of the locomotives are standing because of the problem that we're facing with China. And we are here as South African, and the government doesn't look at us. What are we saying to this government? We are here, but they always opt to go outside the country. So what are they doing? Are they not appreciating what they have? Or they feel like you can't get this in South Africa? Why are they not trying us? I'm talking about government, and specifically to our president. I remember on his speech last year, he promised us that women has to run rail manufacturers. But we are here. Which woman is he talking about? Which woman is he talking about? Because he has to talk about us. Have you ever even researched or go to CPIS to check how many rail companies are there and call us in one place and say, let's talk. What are you doing in the rail? Because we're being, no one is, I do my business more in Africa. Why must I go, I take a plane and put a passport to go and look for business? While my country is here, my country take the money and change it to dollar and pounds, and they enjoy doing that. How is this going to change? When are they going to change? Every time it's export. They import. They believe in people out there, but they don't believe in their own. And hence they're saying unemployment is high. How is it going to be low while they are boosting other countries out there? I mean, those countries are the ones that are beneficiary for the work that is being done here. And I'm telling you, the most rail operating companies here, it's government enterprises. Not even public sector, private sector. It's a government parastatal companies that are doing rail, but still they opt to go and buy overseas. They take the money and change them into the dollar, take them there. We go and put the passport and go and market in Africa, and Africans believe in us, but South Africa doesn't believe in us. When is the president going to call us and say, let's talk? What are you doing in mining? What are you doing in a rail? Sorry, mining is always in my tongue. When I eat is mining, when I sleep is mining. But when is he going to call us? For sure, there's companies that are registered. See, if you want to know better, I don't know who advised him, but I think he was supposed to go to CIPC and see how many rail companies do I have in this country, and call all of us, because he preached saying, I want to empower women in rail. When is going to happen? When Jesus comes? I don't know. But I just want to have a conversation with the president one day that he can tell me, when is that day going to come? Because it's just talk and talk and talk. South Africans are falling apart. South Africans are suffering. South Africans are dying out of anger. But we're here. South Africa is supporting us. Africa is believing in us. Why our own country doesn't believe in us? I mean, I know that you specialize in some parts that are making rail to move. You make them. You make them. Those people, somewhere, somehow, they buy from you for that locomotive to run. Why can't you just say, get together here in South Africa, you supply this, you supply this, all of you, at the end of the day, you make a trade? No. This is so painful. This is so painful, and those are the things that this show is about. This show is about to tell the truth to what the government is doing to its own people. This show is about to rectify what government is doing. I just really, one thing I need, I hope one day Cyril Ramaphosa can watch this show. I want to meet him one-on-one, and he must tell me which women on rail is he talking about, because we are here, but he's never contacted us. Even if you check, you Google rail companies, you'll find us. But where is he going? Where is he looking for us? Not that I'm angry, but he's also talking about our country.
Yeah.
It makes me get very angry, because we're suffering, our brothers are suffering, our families are suffering, our communities are suffering. When are we going to get the change? When? And now Africa says you have to bring countries in us. So one day, even the factory that I'm talking about, it might not even materialize here, because they said you must come here and do it here. And I have to, because what is South Africa giving me? Let me tune to you on logistics.
Yeah.
On logistics, let me tune on your side, and let's hear where you find your voice has power.
I find my voice where it has power. I always say, when I present my business, I always say we are female-owned enterprise, but you know, for me, it's not about that. It's not about the fact. Yes, it's a benefit that we are a female-owned enterprise, but for me, when I sell my business and where I find my voice, I say to my clients, it's about the quality of service that I give to my customers. I can be black, I can be pink, I can be white, you know, I can be purple, you know, I can be green. But do I deliver? Yes, I do deliver. I believe in quality of service, because that makes me to get more business out there. for my company. I believe in a staff complement that is efficient. I don't employ deadwood. I don't sit on deadwood. If I feel that, certain individuals in my company are not performing, I exit them, because I'm all about efficiency, because I need to sustain myself, in this industry.
I like the word exit. Don't fire them, exit.
But of course, with systems in place, I mean, in this country there's CCMA, so you don't want to, break the law. You want to exit people, in the right manner, because, and there are channels, for us as organizations to sort of do that, right? So I'm about that. I'm about quality of service. She mentioned earlier that actions speak louder than words. Often at times when you sell your business, they want your references, and references is your voice. References, how are you performing? Are you a performer? Are you sitting to us and selling your business? What you are saying, is it really true? Right? And that's what makes, my organization to be. And I also have a voice where I have a passion. My background is training. So as mentioned earlier, I train entrepreneurs nationally. And one of the things that we are doing right now, we are mentoring young women that want to come into the industry, into the logistics. There's so much that can be done by all of us. The cake is big. There's a slice for everyone. So I have no problem to empower, to develop. And often at times we say that women don't give each other opportunities. We have a pull down syndrome. And my experience has been different, because even when I was in recruitment, even when I was in recruitment, staunch in recruitment, my clients were women. I was supported by women. And I'm in logistics. I'm heavily supported by women. And I want to give back to women. I have no issues with that. And I also believe your power is about mentoring the next person.
Yes.
Your blessings are coming from mentoring the next person. It takes nothing out of you.
Yeah.
Mentor, share information. Share information. You're not saying you are going to spoon feed people, but share information. Lead people to the right direction. I'm a trainer, so I'm a teacher. I share. That's what I was born to do. I was born to change lives, because my life was changed by certain individuals. So that's where I could say my voice lies.
Oh, that's incredible. That is incredible. So I know that I unlike you, I'm in a man-dominated industry, so I never got opportunity to work with women. It's always like very strenuous. But you know what? For some reason, the men that I work with, they like me. They see me as a leader. They don't see me as a woman. Maybe because I've been in the industry for a long time. 14 years of my time in mining has made me the person that everybody look up to. So many men that are in business that they find me there. I've moved from many departments in mining. I end up where I'm in initial mining. So, and when I go out and look for a job, I compete with less people because of the skill of my business knowledge that I have. I don't do BE. I don't get work because of BE. When I started working, maybe BE was there, but no one has ever taken me because of BE. And I always try to excel in what I was given. Even if I don't know, I learn much. I spend time every week. I'm going to operation, checking the management if they are happy with the service, going and check my own management if they are coping, checking them daily. It's a lot of work, but that's what builds sustainable business. Because you can't build a sustainable business by only month end. You want to know when I'm getting paid.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult. And But you know, your goals and the focus. I mean, when I grew up, I was like imagining myself as a big boss. I didn't know what big boss for, but I never lived that dream of a young girl that wanted to be a boss. I thought I could have been a boss for a shop. Yes. Shop for the shop that is, they were my friend one. I could have been boss for that, but I decided to become big. And now every day my dreams are very big. I'm that girl that wants to build an empire. I want to be remembered. Even if I die, I want myself to multiply. People must still call my name of the good things that I'm doing. And I believe the two of you are also building up to saying, tomorrow people must remember me of the good things that I'm doing. As you are saying, you're doing message, I was about to come there and saying, how about you take, let's say, some of the viewers will say, we want mentorship. Would you be able, both of you, to say, I can mentor people in this and we can get them to register and follow up? But one thing that the viewers must understand, a mentorship is not somebody going to babysit you. We give you assignment, you go and do it, you come back and tell us, this is what I've done. A mentorship is not somebody who's going to give you money. No one gave us money. You always have to push hard until people can believe in you. Come with the order or contract. The bank will believe in you and go build a good balance sheet. I mean, the bank can believe in you once for seeing your personal bank account. If everything that comes in finished tomorrow, the bank will never trust you because the bank wants to see how much even 5 rand gets sustained in your own account. And what are you buying? If you are buying property, the bank will believe in you because you are investing back. But if you are busy buying a restaurant, like she said, people go out and go to restaurant and market. I used to see a lot of people say, I'm in business. And you get them there, they sit from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I'm asking, what kind of a business is this? So the first thing that as a business person you have to have is an office.
Absolutely.
And when people want to see you, they must come to your office, not a restaurant. Unless you are running a business of marketing restaurant. But if you're in the industry, I mean, I cannot come and say, come and meet me in the restaurant. Yeah. Unless I've met you first, maybe I just want us to have a drink. But it has to be in your office.
First impressions last.
Just hire, I mean, these days they've got these offices that you share.
Service offices,
Yeah, the flex, whatever.
Yes.
You have just a small office with one chair. It makes you feel big. I remember when I was 23 years, I had one office, we were sharing bathroom, and I had an administrator. I was like, I'm so big. And she answered the phone, my boss is not here. Yeah. And you feel like, oh, I'm now a boss. Am I here now? So how does it feel? How does it feel when someone calls you a boss? It's so good. I mean, okay, it's in time, you get it normal and you don't even feel it. But when you start, imagine you're 23 years, somebody's calling your boss and they answer the phone and you are listening. Do you want to speak to my boss? And you're like, oh, am I really made it now? Yes. It's a first step.
No, it's a first step, yeah, and it makes you feel good. It's very motivating. I think as I could pick up, all of us have opened our businesses when we're very young, age of 23. So you're right. You know, I mean, I was in an office as well with my business partner at the time, with our admin person. We were sharing one desk. All 3 of us in one desk, surrounding one desk, right? Which was very funny, you know. But I mean, you know, and she would call us, hi boss, lady boss. And then I think that's when, you know, you develop names like boss lady, you know, and then it feels good. It's motivating. It's motivating until you know, we grew our organization to a staff complement of about 23 individuals. But yeah, I actually agree with you. It makes you feel good.
And you know, I when I move from there, I feel like, okay, now I want to have a PA. And I feel like, how is it to have a PA? You understand? But with time, those things don't matter. No, absolutely. You don't see them anymore because you are there, you've built your name, and there's nothing good about building your name.
That's benchmarking.
That's benchmarking.
Referencing. Never leave a place with a bad name. always, even if the bad name is there, just fix it.
Fix it, yeah.
Because you always meet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I always say to entrepreneurs, there will always be challenges with your clients, certain things or certain discussions. You might not agree on pricing. You might not agree on, how the service is carried out. But I think approach is key.
Yes.
Approach is key. When you speak to clients, understand that you might need them tomorrow. Don't be arrogant. Don't be rude, because then you are writing footprints.
Also is that thing. Is that thing of like when people disagree with you, remind them how best you are, how you differ from everybody. Because people always reflect back to what you've done.
Yes.
Because sometimes people are always watching, people don't forget.
Yes, they don't.
So whenever you do something, make sure that you reference to say, but I've done this for you. And also, not everything is about money. Somewhere, somehow, you just do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to compromise.
Yeah.
Just extend your services without a fee so that you are able to retain that client. Yeah.
And also I wanted to add that not all differences lead to, not all arguments lead to differences, and that some arguments and differences, they build.
Absolutely.
They build what we're working on. So I always try to look for a positive in every negative. So I don't own my own business. I still work for people. But what I've seen, there will always be disagreements. There will always be misunderstandings, but those are building to something. You have to disagree. You have to have disagreement, but the approach, as you said, how you approach the situation, then it makes you a better person.
Absolutely. And I think also, I always say to entrepreneurs, we must always be solutions driven. That's the key word for me, to say that let's be solutions driven. You go to a client and said, how can we sort it out? Yes, we've had a disagreement. Yes, we didn't deliver on time because logistics is about time.
Sure.
And I apologize. Yes, we were not efficient, but how do we solve it?
Yes.
How do we move forward? So we must always be solutions driven in our businesses.
I mean, business is like a marriage. Not everything will look good. Tomorrow things are bad, but the bad might build the bigger picture of the business. So wrapping up now, I just want to thank you ladies for returning again this week. And I hope that you haven't answered me about the mentorship. The viewers want to know about the mentorship. Are you open for mentoring other women in rail and logistics?
Yes. I think let me just add to the fact that I mentioned earlier that I'm a trainer. That's my background. I'm very passionate about training, and for me, to mentor young girls, to mentor young aspiring entrepreneurs is something that I'm doing already. I always say in my clips again, I'm in the business of changing lives. And I think mentoring, sharing, you are changing a life somewhere, somehow. So yes, we are opening to mentoring. They can get in touch with me. As you mentioned, mentoring is not about spoon feeding. It's about giving people tasks. We throw you in the deep end, okay? Because also we were thrown in the deep end, right? And we survived. So you must ask yourself, how did we do it? So that's us. We definitely do mentor. I go nationally around the country. I judge, entrepreneurs in Nigeria. I judge Africa's young entrepreneur in Nigeria. I sit on those committees. I travel to Mumbai to give seminars on entrepreneurship. And so I continue to do that because it's a passion of mine. I enjoy being an entrepreneur. I enjoy sharing my experiences of failure, sharing my experiences of success in entrepreneurship. And I think by doing that, you are encouraging someone out there to say that it is possible.
Wow, that's beautiful. I'll invite you. I'm gonna get together a lot of entrepreneurs, those who are already in business and those who want to start a business. And one day I'll invite you to come and lecture them about the business and everything. So I'll get them in numbers, maybe 100 to 200. I always said, I don't want to do something for few people. People are out there, they are always asking us. So now I'm going to tell them, I'll give you the date where you're supposed to come and listen how to start up your own business, how to continue by somebody who's big. I don't know anything about training. The only thing I know is just to go underground. And now I'm learning to my second love of getting to transport the goods. You see, these are the things that I know now. So, but I know nothing about training. And also, it's good that I know that you're in training. I mean, I always know that you play with trucks, big toys and stuff. But now, at least also is a reference. Someone will be sitting there. They want people to train. You can contact her. She does training. She does training for everything. She's accredited. She can train your workers to be proper workers. Yes. Sometimes people will think that they don't want to do something. Sometimes they don't know what to do. Yes. You hire somebody fresh from university, they don't have an idea. Chuma is here. She will come in your office and train your people so that they can have a knowledge and deliver according to your expectations.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct, Lady D. I wear many hats. I love logistics with all my heart, and I give all my all, to logistics, and I love training. I give my heart and I make time for it. I get invited to go to Cape Town, to KZN. So Lady D, I'd be much humbled to be given that opportunity to train the youngsters of this country. I'm more passionate about the youngsters, the entrepreneurs of South Africa, because this is my country, this is where I was born, and I want to make an impact because I love my country.
Wow. Viewers, you heard by yourself. She's here. Just avail yourself. It's up to you if you want to learn. I'm Lady D. I know nothing about training. The only thing I know is to go underground and make sure that all the skill you have, all the cars you're driving are out so that they can be sent outside the country and make cars for you. Wrapping up with you, my sister Bisa.
All right. From my side, in the journey of life, I've mentored people unofficially, not like accredited trainer or... Yeah. I'm not accredited. Yes. So it's I'm open. I'm open to anyone who have seen a light and who would like to be assisted, to be coached, to be mentored, who feels I need to learn more. I'm there. I'm open. Anytime.
The viewers, it's up to you. The ladies have given themselves and said, we are willing. It's up to you to be available. And then you can't always say you want tenders. I'm a tender. You need to empower yourself with the knowledge. If that tender comes, what are you going to do? Are you going to build a business? Or are you going to be like the rest of the statistic that got tenders and now are full everywhere or in SARS? They can't operate anymore. So these are kind of things that you need before you can start a step of owning a business. Some of us were lucky because it was self-driven to be in business. So no one could have come and encouraged us. We just love what we're doing and we wanted to be sustainable. I mean, you can ask yourself, 14 years, why am I still in business? I'm still in business because I'm a businesswoman. I'm an entrepreneur. So thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you, Lady D.
I think our time is up.
Thank you so much.
The viewers, don't forget to tune in next Thursday for our other episode of My Voice is Power. Indeed, this voice is power. I don't know about you, but I'm getting inspired every day. I'm learning from my sisters. I mean, you don't stop learning. And everyone will tell the story. The story is different. Please tune in and get more. Invite your friends and your family to tune in and learn about My Voice is Power. Thank you so much.